curious to you're so young, obviously. You started playing when you were really the youngest on the tour. How are you evolving? Like, how is it for you to be in some ways like so famous already, like so young?
Yeah, so I feel like as the sport evolved, I kind of evolved at age too. So I feel like as the sport was growing, so was I. And I think it was a really good learning experience for me, just because a lot of 12-year-olds weren't winning national titles with their mom, playing a professional sport. So, coming with pickleball also comes the things outside of pickleball. And I say, pickleball sometimes is the easiest thing about being a professional pickleball player, just because of all the stuff behind the scenes that you don't see, like interviews and sponsorship stuff and appearances and stuff like that. So
the business,
the business side of it. Yeah. So it's been really a good experience for me to just learn about that throughout doing school and pickleball. So just like having to balance all that, I really learned a lot, and I'm super thankful that I got to experience all this.
Is having your mom kind of part of the balance of it all?
I definitely couldn't do it without my family. My dad travels to the tournaments too, so my dad, my mom, my grandparents, my trainer. Sometimes
didn't you try? You started with your grandfather's at your grandfather's house.
I did.
Is that a true story?
Sports, that he did teach us how to play. That is a true story. So they've always been a really big part of my life. So them being able to travel with me and get to experience everything with them, and them teach me things about life in general as I'm going on these trips has just been really amazing.
Adult things. Yeah, no, true. So I watched you a few times, many times, but one of them, you were kind of not playing as well as you've played other times, and you were going down, and I watched you summon. I don't even know how to call it. I just watched you. I mean, other people would probably be like, all right, this is over. I'm not going anywhere. But you just there was this incredible force that I watched, and you're where is this coming from? Like,
I just think one of my favorite lines is never give up, just because I do know how well I can play. So if I'm not playing my best, I know it's there. And I know if I just, keep trying, keep grinding, it's bound to come out at some point. Sometimes it doesn't, but you have to have that in your mind. So as I'm playing, if I'm not playing really well, a lot of times my mom does help me. She's like, just be you on the court. You know what you can do, so just be you. So she helps me a lot in doubles, but in singles, sometimes I have to do it myself, and I have to, really get myself back into it. But I have a mental coach, and what he tells me to do is, think about a shot in the past that was an amazing shot that you hit. Just think about that, and then that really helps to get me going and think, okay, this is what I can do. So now let's do that.
Wow. So when you finish a game, what's the routine? Like, how do you go and have fun? I remember one time you were like, I'm going shopping now. I was like, okay, good.
So
She's a kid.
If it's a match and I have a match after, then I'll stay pretty focused and go and rest. But if it's like the entire day's over, I try to not think about pickleball. Like, we'll go to dinner usually with my family, and, we'll just have a good time. We might talk about it here and there, but no matter if I lose or I win, I just try to, do the same routine afterwards so that the next day,
your body knows what's happening. That's really powerful. Where do you think pickleball is going? I mean, obviously,
I think it's gone a lot of places so far, but I feel like, maybe in the future, maybe the Olympics is an opportunity. Maybe more kids can get into the sport. Maybe in other countries it'll become really big. So those are the main points that I'm hoping pickleball.
Are you mentoring other kids? Like, do you have
So when I'm not home I don't have that much time, but when I am, I try to, especially at tournaments, like maybe I'll go out and like hit with some juniors, or I'll take pictures, or I'll do like a kids that like camp, or I'll do something like that, just to try to get kids involved. And I've definitely seen a growth. When I first started playing pickleball tournaments, there weren't that many juniors. It was rare if you saw a kid. And now I'm seeing so many kids. Like, before I came up here, I was taking pictures.
Probably because, some because of you. Like, they watch you.
It's really cool when a kid comes up and says, like, I play pickleball because of you. Or, like, the parents are like, my kids play pickleball because of you. It makes my heart happy.
Yeah. Especially watching you with your mom. I mean, there's lots of people, me included, frankly, who my mom is not someone I would have had that bonding and opportunity. So to just watch you grow together and play together, it's quite inspiring.
It's inspiring to play with her, honestly.
I'm sure.
It's cool to be part of it.
Thank you so much for stopping by. This is super fun.
Thank you.